What is up, my wolf army? My name is Billy, and welcome back to Murder Most Misfortunate. Now, in the last episode, we found out that Prince Titanico was planning on proposing to sweet little Sherry's. Now, we're going to talk to Horatio. Okay, we're not going to talk to Horatio. And I think we already examined the room. We're gonna leave here for now. Where have we not gone to yet? Let's take a look at the manor grounds. See if Klops isn't there. Yet little do those little idiots know, I was the murderer the whole time. As the prince was walking up the stairs.
When I'd first arrived at the manor house, I thought it might rain that evening. And in light of recent events, I half expected a flash of lightning to provide an atmospheric backdrop to the stage of our little drama, complete with as the applause.
Hold that thought. I need to turn up my volume a smidge. One more. Okay.
But the night air hung cold and still, and the only sound was the rustling of weeds and brush that clawed against the foundations of the building. Wait, rustling? But there isn't any wind. Who's that out there?
It's just me, Miss Fortune, ma'am.
What the hell were you doing, Klops?
I say, what in the world are you doing skulking about in the brush like that? Don't tell me they get you to do the groundskeeping around here, too.
Sometimes I do a bit of gardening, yes. You know, when things get out of hand.
He is burying something.
Gardening, at a time like this?
Hang on. I just want to be sure I got, like, the settings correctly, because first my mic was too low. And now this. Yeah, my PC's a bit laggy, but not as bad as it has been. I know it's probably gonna be a bit too loud now, and I'm okay with that, because you can just turn the volume down, but I want to be sure you guys can hear this loud and clear.
Well, no, ma'am. Right now, I'm keeping an eye out for strangers, just to keep everyone safe.
What a relief. I do feel ever so much safer when a hulking man with an eye patch is lurking in the shadows right outside the house.
I think you just insulted him. Let's talk to Klops. Finding the body. Let's see what about it.
So, you were in quite the tizzy when you came running to find me earlier. Was it you who found the body?
Yes, ma'am. I found it in the hall, just like you saw.
And what were you doing before that?
Well, I let the boss, the prince, into the hall to take his phone call. Then I went to the pantry to get more candles for the dining room. I didn't know how long Horatio was going to be with the lights.
Alright, let's open a notebook. Save that for now. That's a different note. Oh man, don't tell me I didn't save it. Ah man. Oh well. Oh well, boo-hoo for me.
So, the prince was alone then when you left him in the hall?
Yes, ma'am. Without a doubt.
Why then, it appears you may have been the last one to see the poor prince alive.
Wouldn't that actually have been the killer, ma'am?
I suppose so. But then, you did just say you were quite certain he was alone.
What do you mean by that? I'm just doing my job here.
Oh, yes, of course. I'm sure you're quite excellent at, well, whatever it is that valets do.
Yeah. Wait, Cherie said that she saw Clops. We'll talk about that later. Let's talk about the phone call.
That's right. In all this commotion, I'd almost forgotten the whole reason the prince left us was to take a phone call. Do you know who was calling?
No, ma'am, I don't.
Well, that's a little odd. They didn't give a name.
I asked, but they said the matter was confidential.
So you spoke to them then. Can you describe anything at all about the caller?
Yes, I took the call, and they asked for the prince right away. Which is a bit funny, now that you mention it. I didn't think very many people would have this number. Anyway, pretty sure the caller was a woman. She was all crisp and businesslike, too. I'm afraid I can't tell you more than that.
I suppose it would be too much to hope that this rotting old place would have call display.
No, ma'am. It's a wonder most of the wiring around here even works at all.
Must be magic, I suppose.
Alright, we already asked what he's doing. He said he was doing some gardening. Alright, let's take a look at the manor grounds. The wolves.
There were stories from the time of the Revolutionary War that when soldiers first stormed the grounds of the Lee Manor, ferocious spectral beasts appeared out of nowhere to tear apart the terrified trespassers.
That's very
Of course,
interesting.
you can't believe everything you hear. But I found myself keeping a watchful eye on the wolf statues in the courtyard, just to be sure.
Who cares? Those look cool. If I ever get my own house, that's what I'm gonna have. Screw garden gnomes. I'm getting a wolf statue. Okay, something. Shed.
A rundown shed sat in the corner of the yard. Gingerly, I tried the door, but the wood had swollen, and it seemed stuck in its frame.
Well, get Clops to kick it open.
It was just as well, I suppose. Ugh. Why would I want to go inside a moldy old shed anyway? Ugh.
There might be clues. Wait, what was that? Rush.
Clops claimed he had already checked the ground around the house for footprints, but I thought it couldn't hurt to double check. Apparently I thought wrong, though, for as I stepped off the path into the brush, the weeds and thorns tore at my skirts and scratched my ankles. You know, I think I'll just take the one-eyed brute's word for it after all.
More brush. Wait, what's that? Oh, it's probably the same thing. Brush. Wait, what was that? Look, if you look at the top right corner, I could have sworn I just saw a light go on right up there in the top. Okay, that's enough for now. Nope, we can't talk about the shed. Let's leave for now. Alright, king bedroom and the breaker room are left. Let's check the king bedroom. Hey!
I returned to the king bedroom, where I'd been when the whole grisly affair started. I thought it might give me a chance to think by myself, but alas, it was not to be. The curtains were drawn back, and a particularly pernicious twerp of a girl was leaning halfway out the window. After what had already happened, it would be such a shame were she to slip and go out all the way. Young girls these days really ought to be more careful.
Let's talk to Leah. Let's ask what she's doing.
My dear little girl, just what are you doing? You're liable to go for quite the little tumble if you keep leaning out the window like that.
I'm trying to get a decent signal.
Oh, for your phone? Yes, it does seem like you young people just can't get by without them these days.
Hey, screw you.
I don't care about the phone. I want network access.
Whatever for.
So I can hack the phone company records and figure out who called this house.
Ooh,
You
she's a smart.
Can do that, can you?
Yep. Look, I hate people staring over my shoulder when I'm working. Can't you go find a fainting couch and a bottle of smelling salts or something?
Burn. So, okay, murder mystery or who called the house? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Who do I call about this? You.
So, who was it then that called the house?
If I tell you, will it get you to leave me alone?
Yes. As soon as you tell me, I will literally just walk out the door. Then as soon as that happens, I will dial the phone, I will send you a bouquet of roses and a car.
My dear girl, this predicament affects all of us. If you found out anything that might be in the least helpful, surely it's in all of our interests for you to share it.
I'll take that as a yes. Fine. The number is 11223344. It's a business number registered to Oxley Accounting Services.
Aha! Now to make sure I can leave a note down. Where's my pen? Damn. Guess I'll have to use myself. Eyelashes. One, 2 2 3 3 4 4. Save. That would have been so funny if I just like tried that. Phone number added to.
Accountant? Doesn't exactly sound like a social call, now does it?
Who knows? As far as I can tell, this Prince Titanico had some pretty weird friends.
You haven't tried contacting them then?
Nah, that'd mean talking to more weirdos. I'd rather try and hack into their private email or something and see what's up.
Don't you dare hack into mine.
I'll leave you to it, my dear.
Oh, I'm a man of my word. Okay. Bye. Okay. Main hall. Of course, the fly is back. Hi, Cherise. Don't mind us. Okay, let's go to the landing. Oh, wait. Here it is.
I suppose I could dial a number here.
1122. Oh wait, that's 3. 223344.
Oxley Accounting Offices. That's what that Leah girl had said. Of course, she could have just been making it up to get rid of me. I'd certainly do the same to her. But...
Oxley Accounting Offices, Oxley speaking. Are you a new or pre-existing client?
To tell you the truth, I'm not really sure.
I see. That doesn't bode well for the organizational state of your paperwork.
Actually, I'm calling on behalf of a friend.
In that case, please be advised then that I will only be able to answer the most basic of queries queries without certified written permission from your associate, or friend, as you call them.
Sadly, I fear my friend's signature would be difficult to obtain at the moment, but I think basic queries will do well enough for now.
Did you call the house?
Now, Miss Oxley, was it? You sound like a very organized person. Can you tell me if you called this number earlier this evening?
Yes, I log all of my calls, both incoming and outgoing. And yes, I did call this number at 8:32 p.m. Sharp, of course.
Yes, 8:30. That sounds about right. Wait a minute. Isn't that rather late for an accounting office to still be open?
No, not really. Not in Indiana. Accounting offices here and banks usually stay open here till like 10.
An 8-hour business day is standard in many sectors, but we take our work very seriously here at Oxley Accounting. Besides which, it was requested that I call at precisely that time.
Requested? How odd. Requested by whom?
In the absence of written consent, I am not authorized to provide that information.
My money's on. Okay, before I continue anything, my money's on Titanico. Definitely. This is just an act to him. He's probably sitting somewhere in a room, probably in the attic or the basement, kicking his feet up in a recliner, watching us through security cameras with a glass of wine and a bowl of popcorn, for all I know. That's my best bet.
Oh, of course you're not. How silly of me. Can you at least tell me if you spoke to anyone when you called?
Yes, the call was answered. I asked to speak with a particular individual and was told to wait.
And you did wait then?
For 4 minutes and 36 seconds, yes.
And after such an oddly specific yet arbitrary amount of time, you hung up?
Certainly not. Someone picked up, I introduced myself again, and then they hung up.
How rude. To think anyone could hang up on such an obviously charming personality as yours. Might you happen to know a man called Prince Titanico?
I am familiar with that name, yes. In fact, I was hoping I might speak to him. Is he there?
Yeah, but unfortunately he's asleep. See, he had a bit too much to drink, and, yeah, he's currently passed out on the floor. Can I have him call you back, say, in a week or two? Yeah, he has a really hard drinking problem, and as soon as he wakes up, I'm gonna try and get him to go to rehab. Alright, you'll wait? Okay, yeah, thank you.
I'm afraid that really won't be possible.
Very well. In that case, please inform him I will continue to try to contact him at regular intervals.
Good luck with that.
Oh, you can try. Can you tell me, was Prince Titanico a client of your office?
In the absence of written consent, I am not authorized to provide that information.
But if you're trying to contact him, you must have some kind of business relation with him.
In the absence of written consent, I am
Lady,
not
shut
authorized to
up, we
provide
get
that
it.
information.
You can be just insufferably obstinate, can't you?
If by that you mean thoroughly professional, then yes.
Alright, well, in that case, yeah, my account info. I'm looking for my name is Eileen, last name Dover. How much money do I have?
The same thing, really.
Screw it.
Miss Oxley, I'm not entirely sure how to tell you this, but Prince Titanico is dead.
I see. That will definitely have some ramifications for my paperwork.
Not only that, but it seems rather likely that he was killed precisely when he came to answer your phone call.
Noted. I suppose that explains why he hung up so abruptly and didn't call back.
Yes, didn't you find that a little bit odd at the time?
Not really. For certain types of business, it's quite common to encounter some reluctance on behalf of the other party.
But hang on, I thought the prince was your client. Why would he be reluctant to speak with his own accountant?
Accounting is not the only service we provide at our office. We also perform audits, credit checks, and financial investigations of various sorts. taxes.
Oh, so basically you're the IRS and you're trying to take every damn penny he's got. Understandable.
Of course, now it makes sense. The prince was being audited, wasn't he?
In the absence of written consent, I
Come
am not
on.
authorized to provide that information.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, the guy's dead, so what do you want me to do? Cut his thumb, put his fingerprint on a piece of paper, then mail it to you? You want me to do that? Alright, fine. Do it. Hang on. Let me get my knife. Alright, Prince, you're gonna feel a bit of a sting. I just couldn't resist making that pun.
It's quite all right, dearie. I can connect the dots myself. You've been ever so helpful. In spite of yourself, really.
You are welcome to log your opinion of our interaction on our office's website feedback form. Now, exactly who was I speaking with again? Are you with the police?
Yes, I'm with Special Task Forces. Here is my badge. Yes, I'm a very special member of the task force. You know, like how some people have exorcists? I'm a different type of guy. I'm an undercover agent.
Ah, no. They're on their way. My name's Miss Fortune. I'm one of the guests.
I'm quite sure that name has been in my files before.
Uh-oh.
Something to do with a possible inheritance tax irregularity from a deceased spouse? Let me check.
Okay, have a good day, miss. Bye.
That won't be necessary. Besides, the wiring is a bit dodgy in this place. The phone could go out at any moment. Ta-ta then.
Okay, so he's being audited. Talk to Cherise. Let's see if I can unlock you and the prince. No. Let's leave the room for now. Let's talk to Horatio. Let's see what he's got input on this. Horatio. I think he was in the dining hall. Talk to him. Audit. About Klops.
So, that Klops fellow. He was the prince's valet. Have I got that right?
Yes, that's right. Mr. Tor is the butler, but today's his day out.
Mr.
So
Tor.
is he, a good valet then? I only ask because I just found him skulking about in the brush outside, and I wasn't really sure if that was the sort of things valets usually do.
Was he now? Well, I can't say I know terribly much about the exact duties of my dear friend's household staff, but I know he did some gardening from time to time.
Indeed, gardening. I believe he said something along those lines as well.
Yes, well, he was quite good at whacking weeds. Or so I heard.
I suppose that sounds about right. If I were a weed, or really, even if I wasn't, I wouldn't want to get whacked by him either. Was he happy with his work? Do you know?
Come to think of it, he did seem a bit jealous of Mr. Tor's position from time to time.
No doubt being a butler pays better than a mere valet. Though I'm not sure how either stacks up against a grand magus.
Need I remind you, Miss Fortune, I'm not, was not, an employee of the prince's household.
Sorry, I had a
But
cramp in my
of
foot.
course, how silly of me. So back to Mr. Klops then. Do you know if he had issues with money? Might he badly have needed a raise?
Really couldn't say. Perhaps someone on the staff did, though. I did sometimes hear Mr. Tor complain about small valuables going missing.
So very interesting. You've been a great help, my dear Horatio.
It is my pleasure to be of service.
Can't talk to him now. Alright, well, let's grab a fire poker or something, and let's head to the breaker room. Ooh, I'm getting the tingles.
Thanks to my candle here, I should be able to find the light switch. Ah, there we go. With only a little effort, I found my way down to the basement of the old house. Although our little adventure with the lighting had seemed natural enough at the time, given the condition of the house, the prince's murder had colored all of the evening's happenings with a more sinister shading. Perhaps examining the house's electrical panel for myself would shed some light on the mystery.
Well, examine.
That must be the breaker panel. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
Okay, so red to red, black to black.
I don't know much about this sort of thing, but it looks to me that all the switches are on, except for one. Well, fun as it would be to make the little girl faint again, I probably shouldn't touch them for now.
Come on, flip the switch. Device.
Hello, what have we here? It's an electrical timer. I once used one of these in the school breaker room to shut off the lights during my high school exams. You can use it to flip a breaker switch at a predetermined time. The question is, just what is it doing here? I'm starting to think our little blackout earlier might have been no accident after all. The wiring is old, but it looks to me like it should all work. It's a bit of a mess, though. Hard to tell just what goes where.
Okay, my theory of this room is... Okay, so my two current suspects are Horatio and Klops. Smoking room. Why do I want it? But I'm not 100% sure. Let's check. Let's go through all of these till I find the characters. Let's check the... Okay, so... Main hall, I think Charisse is there. Let's talk to her, see if anything's opened up. Oh! That's what we should do. We should definitely talk to her about the prince.
In any case, it's a good thing I found you, my dear. I had a feeling you just might be in need of my expertise.
Your expertise?
Oh, yes, dear. I've buried 9 husbands after all. I've got this morning business down pat, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, right.
Forgive me, I didn't know. I'm so sorry to hear it. That's just so much bad luck for one lifetime.
One gets used to it. And it's not all bad news. My last husband, the Duke, left me this marvelous country estate that is absolutely to die for. But, silly me, here I am going on and on about myself. You must be so terribly distraught about all of this.
Hang on. That's better.
The prince and I, well, we hadn't been seeing each other for very long. But still, it's such a horrible crime. That's why I can't rest until I know the truth behind it.
He did seem rather smitten with you, I must say.
Well, he just liked to exaggerate, I'm sure. He had rather his own unique way with words.
Unique is one way to put it.
Oh, I can't imagine that he would have. He never said so anyway.
Pity. That's usually the first thing I ask for. Ah, well. Live and learn, my dear.
Oh, please tell me it's unlocked now. Damn it. Alright, let's leave. It's one down. Okay, Okay, so Horatio's in there. Klops is here. I can't remember that girl's name is in there. And let's go talk to Klops. Okay, about the prince.
Can you tell me anything about our late host? Perhaps about this grand announcement of his?
About the boss? I mean, the prince? Sorry, ma'am, but he wasn't the sort to confide in a mere valet like myself.
Oh, come now. I know how it is with servants. You're bound to have seen or heard a thing or two about the house, whether your master knows it or not.
Look, I take my duties seriously. I make it a point not to see things that I'm not supposed to see.
Yes, I suppose not seeing things would be rather a specialty of yours. Tell me, have you worked for the prince for a long time?
Yes, ma'am. Many years now.
And you're still just a valet? Tisk tisk. Promotions must be hard to come by in that household.
Let's ask what he's doing.
My dear Klops, please tell me you didn't really think there might still be a stranger lurking around here in the underbrush?
Well, ma'am, no one was watching the door when the prince was in the hall. Whoever did it could have run right out the front.
Why, indeed they could have. Not much gets by you, it seems. And yet, here you are, searching through the weeds at the base of the house. With the
I just
coat
now realized my phone
would a
was...
furtive stranger not just have kept going?
I'm sure he probably did. I'm just looking for footprints.
Oh, footprints now. Ah, yes, of course. And have you found any?
No, ma'am.
More's the pity. It would have been so much nicer to believe the killer was no longer in the house. Especially with our resident bodyguard busy traipsing through the muck outside.
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm just a valet.
Of course you are.
Jeez. Alright, let's see inventory. Can I give him anything? Handbag, picture. I can't just give it to him. Damn. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave this episode here. I hope you all liked the video. If so, give that like button a little boop on the nose. If you want to see more, punch that subscribe button, drop a comment, and I hope you all have a great day.